from small towns like Woodstock, Vermont.
Woodstock is always going to be my hometown. That's part of my story, and that's what makes me the player I am.
And Aiken, South Carolina.
It's pure joy, I would say. It's, seeing her face and playing with her, it just takes away all your worries.
To big cities like Fort Worth, Texas.
All right, guys, you ready for school this morning?
Home is where the heart is. And throughout the 2013 season, PGA Tour players and their families have brought Inside along for the ride.
We're on our way to my hometown of Grant, Florida, where I was born and raised. Welcome, guys. This is my house. Let's go inside and see who's all there. Hey, Mom.
Nice to see you.
Welcome to my humble abode. This is the room I try not to show anybody. It's my golf room here in West Palm Beach.
Obviously, we spend a huge amount of time on the road, but one of my favorite things to do was to come home, unpack my suitcase, kick the shoes off, hit the couch, and really just be a normal person.
Grant McDowell's Orlando area home was his own creation.
I designed this house about 3-4 years ago, and I drew how I wanted the layout, and pretty cool to kind of go from that all the way through and kind of seeing it take shape.
Along with his time at home, McDowell's off days take him just down the road to his restaurant, Nona Blue.
It's nice to be able to come down here to the restaurant and see how things are doing. All the great things that I've got going on in my personal life, I really never felt this happy.
Fellow major champion Rory McIlroy also calls Florida home.
I started to play more in the US over the past few years, and I felt it was the right time to get a base here, somewhere that I could come in between tournaments. It's very modern, it's very contemporary. I just like the whole feel of it when I walked in. Very bright white walls everywhere, and that's what drew me to it.
Everybody jokes, it's like all tour players, like, well, what do you do when you go on vacation? And I say,
Vacation's home.
Vacation's home. I've realized how more important family is. I'm used to being on the road for so many weeks a year, but being at home with the kids was just the coolest thing.
It's those little moments, going up and having lunch with the girls and things like that I get to do that, a lot of dads don't.
Nothing better than getting a hug from being gone for a while.
When the fathers of the PGA Tour aren't on the course, they're doing what many dads do on a Thursday morning, driving the carpool.
I probably get to spend as much or more time with my kids than any other guy who's got a profession. It's just in spurts. I might be home for 6 straight weeks, around all the time, doing everything with them, and then I might have to be gone for 3 weeks.
Whether it's breakfast with the kids or with friends, players make time for the ones they care for most.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, babe.
Cheers. Chocolate mayhem.
I got a couple buddies in town. I like to grab a little breakfast. I love food. Charleston has the best food in the world.
But after breakfast, it's back to work.
I wanted a gym in the house, somewhere that even if you have a spare half an hour, you can go and get on the bike for 20 minutes and you can just do something and stay active, and it's cool to have that here.